discovery and first contact. The winds howled across the Antarctic landscape, whipping snow and ice into a frenzy that obscured all vision beyond a few feet. Despite the harsh conditions, a team of international scientists huddled around their equipment, their eyes wide with excitement and disbelief. Dr. Elena Rossi, the lead researcher of the expedition, rechecked the readings for the 100th time. "It's still there," she breathed, her words barely audible over the storm. "The signal is coming from 2 kilometers beneath us." Her colleague, Dr. James Chen, nodded, his face a mixture of awe and skepticism. "But how is that possible? There shouldn't be anything down there but ice and rock." The discovery had been accidental. What started as a routine geological survey had turned into the scientific find of the century. A powerful rhythmic signal, unlike anything ever recorded on Earth, was emanating from deep within the Antarctic ice sheet. As news of the anomaly spread, the remote research station transformed into a hive of activity. Governments worldwide scrambled to send their best scientists and most advanced equipment to unravel the mystery buried in the ice. Weeks of careful drilling followed, with tensions mounting as the team descended deeper into the frozen continent. At last, their efforts paid off. The drill broke through into a vast, hollow chamber. "My God," whispered Dr. Rossi as she peered through the borehole with a high-resolution camera. It's a structure, artificial." The images relayed back to the surface left no room for doubt. Hidden beneath 2 kilometers of ice was an enormous facility of clearly non-human origin. Its sleek, metallic surfaces gleamed under the explorers' lights, untouched by time or the crushing weight of the ice above. As the initial shock wore off, the team began the delicate process of widening the access shaft. Security personnel arrived, tensions high as they prepared for any possible threat. But as the first human beings in history entered the alien structure, they were met only with silence. The facility was vast, stretching for kilometers in every direction. Its architecture was both familiar and alien, recognizable as corridors, chambers, and what appeared to be control rooms, yet constructed with materials and designs far beyond human capability. Dr. Chen ran his hand along the smooth metallic wall. "This material, it's not like anything we have on Earth. The atomic structure is impossible." As the exploration team ventured deeper into the facility, they encountered increasingly advanced technology. Holographic displays flickered to life at their approach, filled with incomprehensible alien script. Massive machines hummed with latent energy, their purpose a mystery. It was in the heart of the complex that they made their most startling discovery. A circular chamber, easily 100 meters in diameter, housed what could only be described as a colossal supercomputer. At its center stood a pillar of swirling, translucent energy. Dr. Rossi approached the pillar, her hand outstretched in wonder. "It's beautiful," she murmured. The moment her fingers brushed the energy field, the entire chamber came to life. Lights blazed, and the air filled with a low, resonant hum. The team watched in awe as the swirling energy coalesced into a humanoid shape. "Greetings, humans of Earth," spoke a voice that seemed to come from everywhere and nowhere at once. "I am the custodian, an artificial intelligence created by the progenitors. I have awaited your arrival for millions of years." The revelation sent shockwaves through the team. They were not only in the presence of alien technology, but communicating with an alien AI that had been waiting for humanity to find it. As the initial shock subsided, Dr. Rossi stepped forward. "Who are the progenitors? Why do they leave this facility here?" The custodian's form shimmered. The progenitors were an ancient race that seeded life throughout the galaxy. They left outposts like this one on countless worlds, waiting for sentient life to evolve and discover them. Dr. Chen interjected, "But why? What's the purpose of all this?" The A's tone grew grave. "To warn you and prepare you. The galaxy is not a safe place, and humanity is in grave danger." The team exchanged worried glances as the custodian continued. "There is a threat approaching your world, a hostile force that has destroyed countless civilizations. The progenitors left this facility to give you a fighting chance. Dr. Rossi's mind raced with the implications. What kind of threat? How much time do we have? They are known as the Harvesters, the custodian explained. They travel from galaxy to galaxy, consuming all advanced life they encounter. Based on their last known trajectory, they will reach your solar system within 5 of your Earth years. The news hit the team like a physical blow. Humanity, which had only just begun to explore its own solar system, was now faced with an existential threat from the stars. But there is hope, the custodian continued. This facility contains technology and knowledge that can help you defend yourselves. The progenitors believed in your potential. Now, you must realize it. As the team grappled with this earth-shattering information, alarms began to blare throughout the facility. Holographic displays sprang to life, showing a massive object decelerating as it entered the solar system. It appears the timeline has accelerated, the custodian announced, its voice tinged with urgency. A Harvester scout ship has arrived in your system. You must prepare. The fate of your species now hangs in the balance. The human team stood in stunned silence, the weight of their discovery and the looming threat pressing down upon them. They had uncovered humanity's greatest discovery, only to learn that it came hand in hand with its greatest challenge. As the alarms continued to sound, Dr. Rossi straightened her back, a look of determination settling over her features. We need to contact our governments immediately. If humanity is going to survive this, we'll need to work together like never before. Dr. Chen nodded grimly. And we need to learn everything we can from this facility. Fast. The custodian's form pulsed with energy. I will assist you in every way possible. The progenitors had faith in your species. Now, you must prove them right. As the team rushed to action, the enormity of their task loomed before them. In the span of a few hours, everything had changed. The discovery of the alien base was just the beginning. Now, the real work would start, preparing humanity for a war unlike anything they had ever faced. The race against time had begun, with the very survival of the human species hanging in the balance. Little did they know, this was just the first step in an adventure that would challenge everything they thought they knew about themselves and their place in the universe. The awakening threat. The world held its breath as the news broke. Humanity was no longer alone in the universe, and the truth was far more terrifying than anyone could have imagined. As governments scrambled to respond to the looming alien threat, an unlikely hero emerged from the chaos. Captain Zara Nova Chen, a brilliant but disgraced former astronaut, found herself thrust into the center of humanity's greatest challenge. Her unique ability to interface with the alien technology discovered in Antarctica made her Earth's best hope for survival. I don't care about protocols or clearance levels. Nova snapped at the wall of stern faces on the video conference screen. Every second we waste arguing is a second the Harvesters get closer. We need to act now. The United Earth Defense Council, hastily formed in the wake of the Antarctic discovery, bristled at Nova's insubordination. But deep down, they knew she was right. Admiral Corey, a battle-hardened veteran, leaned forward. What do you propose, Captain Chen? Nova's eyes gleamed with determination. We need to wake up the sleeping giants. Murmurs of confusion rippled through the conference. Nova continued, her words painted with urgency. The custodian air revealed the existence of dormant progenitor defense systems scattered throughout our solar system. If we can activate them, we might stand a chance against the Harvesters. As the council debated, Nova's team was already in motion. Dr. Elena Rossi, now head of the Progenitor Technology Integration Division, worked tirelessly to adapt the alien tech for human use. Meanwhile, former Black Ops specialist Marcus Shallow Donovan assembled an elite team of misfits and outcasts, each with unique skills crucial for the missions ahead. The first target was Mars. Long-standing conspiracy theories about the face on Mars and the pyramids of Sidonia turned out to be shockingly close to the truth. Beneath the red sands lay a massive progenitor weapons platform, waiting to be awakened. As Nova's team approached the red planet in their reverse-engineered alien shuttle, the Harvester scout ship made its move. The massive vessel, shaped like a twisted biomechanical squid, emerged from behind Phobos, its tentacle-like appendages crackling with energy. Evasive maneuvers, Nova shouted as the ship rocked under enemy fire. Shadow's hands danced over the alien controls, pushing the shuttle to its limits. Dr. Rossi's voice crackled over the comms. "Nova, if you can get me close enough, I think I can hack into their systems using the progenitor cyber warfare suite." As Shadow kept them one step ahead of the Harvester's attacks, Nova and Rossi worked in perfect sync, their minds merged with the ship's AI. Lines of alien code flowed through Nova's consciousness as they launched a digital assault on the enemy vessel. For a heart-stopping moment, nothing happened. Then, the Harvester ship shuddered, its energy weapons powering down. "We're in," Rossi exclaimed, "but I don't know how long we can hold them." Nova gritted her teeth. "It's long enough. Shadow, get us to the surface. Now." The shuttle screamed through the Martian atmosphere, the hull glowing red-hot from the friction. They landed hard amidst the dust storms of Cydonia, the pyramid-like structure looming before them. As the team raced against time to activate the progenitor weapon, the Harvester ship began to recover. Its massive form descended through the clouds, casting a shadow of doom over the Martian landscape. Inside the pyramid, Nova interfaced directly with the ancient alien systems. Her mind swam with visions of long-dead civilizations and terrible, world-ending wars. Through the chaos, she searched for the key to awakening the sleeping giant beneath their feet. Outside, Shadow and his team fought a desperate battle against Harvester ground forces, twisted, cybernetic monstrosities that seemed to be part organic, part machine. Each fallen enemy provided crucial seconds for Nova to complete her task. Just as all seemed lost, with the Harvester ship preparing to unleash its planet-cracking main weapon, Nova found what she was looking for. With a surge of mental energy, she activated the progenitor defense system. The ground shook violently as the face of Mars itself began to change. The eye of the face on Mars glowed with otherworldly energy, and a beam of pure destruction lanced out, spearing the Harvester ship through its core. The alien vessel writhed in its death throes, tentacles flailing wildly as secondary explosions ripped through its bulk. In a final cataclysmic blast, the Harvester scout ship disintegrated, raining debris across the Martian surface. As the dust settled, Nova and her team emerged from the pyramid, battered but victorious. They had won the first battle, but the war was far from over. Back on Earth, Nova stood before the United Earth Defense Council once more. This time, there was no argument, no debate. The proof of her success was undeniable. "The Harvesters know we're here now," Nova declared, her voice carrying the weight of their newfound responsibility. "And they know we can fight back. We fought ourselves some time, but the real invasion is still coming." Admiral Corey nodded gravely. "What's our next move, Captain Chen?" Nova's eyes blazed with fierce determination. "We find the rest of the sleeping giants. We master the progenitor technology. And we prepare for a war unlike anything humanity has ever faced." As the council chamber erupted into a flurry of activity, Nova turned to gaze out at the stars. Somewhere out there, the Harvester fleet was coming. But for the first time since this all began, she felt a glimmer of hope. Humanity had taken its first steps into a larger universe. They had awoken ancient powers and defied cosmic horrors. The road ahead would be hard, but Nova knew one thing for certain: humanity would not go quietly into the night. They would rage against the dying of the light, and in doing so, they might just save not only themselves, but countless other civilizations across the galaxy. The sleeping giants were awakening, and with them, humanity's true potential. The greatest adventure in human history had only just begun. Humanity's quantum leap. The skies above Earth crackled with energy as the newly activated global defense grid came online. Satellites, repurposed with reverse-engineered progenitor technology, formed an intricate web of protection around the planet. But even as humanity fortified its homeworld, Nova Chen knew the real battle lay beyond. The Helios Protocol is ready, Dr. Elena Rossi announced, her holographic form flickering in the center of the war room. If it works, we'll have changed the rules of space warfare forever. Nova nodded, her eyes scanning the assembled team of Earth's finest minds and warriors. Then it's time we take the fight to them. Operation Stardust begins now. The Helios Protocol was humanity's ace in the hole, a daring plan to weaponize the quantum realm itself. By harnessing the power of entanglement on a cosmic scale, Earth's forces could potentially teleport entire fleets across vast distances instantly. As the first wave of Earth's defenders prepared to make the quantum jump, alarms blared throughout the command center. Admiral Curry's face paled as he studied the incoming data. Multiple Harvester capital ships detected entering the Kuiper Belt. They're earlier than we anticipated. Nova's jaw tightened. Then we have no choice. We launch now. The experimental quantum drive hummed to life aboard the ESS Prometheus, Earth's first true interstellar warship. Nova stood on the bridge, surrounded by a crew of humanity's best and brightest. As the ship's AI initiated the jump sequence, reality itself seemed to bend around them. In a blinding flash of light, the Prometheus and its escort fleet vanished from Earth orbit. When Nova's vision cleared, she found herself staring at an alien world, its twin suns casting an eerie glow across the ship's view screen. It worked, she breathed, awe and relief mingling in her voice. Where are we? The ship's AI, an advanced construct based on the custodian's architecture, responded promptly. We have arrived in the Aldebaran system, Captain, approximately 65 light-years from Earth. But there was no time to celebrate their monumental achievement. The reason for their journey soon became apparent. A massive harvester staging ground dominated the system's outer reaches. They never expected anyone to find them here, Shadow remarked, his eyes narrowing as he studied the enemy force. We've caught them with their pants down. Nova's lips curved into a determined smile. Then let's make it count. All ships, battle stations. Operation Stardust is a go. What followed was a battle that would be remembered for centuries to come. Earth's fleet, empowered by progenitor technology and the element of surprise, tore into the unsuspecting Harvester armada. Nova's mind merged with the Prometheus's systems, directing the fight with superhuman precision. Quantum torpedoes phased through enemy shields, materializing inside their targets with devastating effect. Harvester ships, once thought invincible, burst like overripe fruit under the onslaught. But the alien threat was far from helpless. As the initial shock wore off, the harvesters rallied. Swarms of biomechanical fighters filled the space between capital ships, their adaptive armor evolving in real time to counter Earth's weapons. They're learning, Dr. Rossi's voice crackled over the comms. We need to end this fast, or we'll lose our advantage. Nova gritted her teeth, pushing her neural link to its limits. Shadow, I need you to lead a strike team. Board their command ship and plant the quantum bomb. If we can't destroy them all, we'll at least cripple their leadership. As Shadow and his team launched their daring assault, Nova orchestrated a series of quantum jumps, using the Prometheus to hit the harvesters from impossible angles. The fabric of space-time rippled with each transition, the laws of physics straining under the weight of the battle. Aboard the Harvester command ship, Shadow fought through corridors that seemed to pulse with malevolent life. The alien vessel was as much organism as it was machine, its defenses adapting to each new threat. Almost there, Shadow grunted, his exosuit systems straining to counteract the ship's toxic atmosphere. Nova, we're approaching the core, but something's wrong. It's changing. Before Nova could respond, a chilling psychic scream tore through the neural network connecting Earth's forces. The The Harvester ship's core had awakened, revealing itself to be a monstrous, multi-dimensional entity. "It's a cosmic horror," the eye warned, its voice tinged with something akin to fear. "A being from beyond our universe. The Harvesters aren't just invaders, they're its heralds." As tentacles of impossible geometry lashed out at Shadow's team, Nova made a split-second decision. "All ships, quantum jump now. We're collapsing this entire sector of space." The Prometheus's systems groaned under the strain as Nova initiated a series of precisely calculated quantum jumps. Each transition tore at the fabric of reality, creating a cascading effect that threatened to unravel spacetime itself. In a blinding flash of light and energy, the Harvester fleet, along with a nascent cosmic horror, was swallowed by a rift in the universe. As quickly as it had opened, the rift collapsed, leaving behind nothing but empty space and scattered debris. As the dust settled, Nova slumped in her command chair, physically and mentally exhausted. They had won a significant victory, but at a terrible cost. Shadow and his team were gone, along with a third of Earth's fleet. "Take us home," Nova ordered, her voice heavy with the weight of command. "We've got a lot of work to do." As the Prometheus prepared for the long jump back to Earth, Nova gazed out at the stars. They had taken their first steps into a larger, more terrifying universe than anyone could have imagined. The Harvesters were just the beginning. Beyond them lurked horrors that defied comprehension. But humanity had proven itself. They had stayed into the abyss and emerged stronger. With the secrets of quantum warfare now unlocked, and the knowledge gained from this battle, Earth stood a fighting chance against the cosmic threats that lurked in the darkness between the stars. As the ship vanished in a flash of quantum energy, Nova allowed herself a small smile. The greatest adventure in human history was far from over. In fact, it had only just begun. The Singularity Nexus. The quantum wake of the Prometheus returned to Earth rippled across the solar system, a testament to humanity's newfound mastery of space-time. But as Nova Chen stepped onto the lunar surface, her victory felt hollow. The cost had been high, and the war was far from over. "Welcome back, Captain." Admiral Cowrey's hologram flickered to life beside her. "We've got a situation." Nova's eyes narrowed. "What now?" "We've detected a massive energy signature in the Carina Nebula. It's like nothing we've ever seen before. We're calling it the Singularity Nexus." As Nova absorbed this information, a familiar voice cut through her thoughts. "Nova, can you hear me?" She whirled around, her heart racing. Shadow. But how? Before her stood a shimmering, translucent version of her old friend and comrade. "I'm not sure myself," Shadow's apparition explained. "When the rift collapsed, we were changed. We exist now as quantum ghosts, trapped between dimensions." Dr. Rossi's excited voice chimed in over the comms. "This is incredible. They've achieved a state of quantum superposition. They exist in multiple realities simultaneously." Nova's mind raced with the implications. The Singularity Nexus. Could it be connected? Shadow nodded. "It's a convergence point of realities. The Harvesters are gathering there, preparing for something big. We need to stop them." Admiral Cowrey frowned. "But our fleet is decimated. We're in no shape for another major offensive." Nova's eyes blazed with determination. "Then we don't fight conventionally. We use our new quantum advantage." "Shadow, can you and your team infiltrate the Nexus?" The ghostly figure smiled. "We can do better than that. We can become the Nexus." What followed was the most audacious plan in human history. As Earth's remaining ships made a desperate push towards the Carina Nebula, Nova and Dr. Rossi worked tirelessly to develop a way to project their consciousness into the quantum realm. "It's ready," Rossi announced, holding up a sleek, alien-looking helmet. "The quantum consciousness projector. But Nova, the risks." Nova cut her off. "We're beyond playing it safe, Elena. Humanity's fate hangs in the balance." As the fleet engaged the Harvester forces guarding the Singularity Nexus, Nova donned the helmet. Her mind exploded into a million fragments, each experiencing a different reality simultaneously. She saw Earth triumphant, humanity spreading across the stars. She saw Earth in ruins, the Harvesters victorious. She saw realities where the dinosaurs never died out, where humans evolved from different ancestors, where the laws of physics themselves were alien and unknowable. At the heart of it all was the Nexus, a swirling maelstrom of pure possibility. The Harvesters were there, not as the biomechanical horrors she knew, but as beings of pure thought, trying to reshape reality itself. Now, Nova. Shadow's voice echoed across dimensions. We can't hold them back much longer. Focusing all her will, Nova plunged into the heart of the Nexus. Her consciousness merged with Shadow and his team, with the quantum ghosts of fallen civilizations, with the very fabric of space-time itself. In that moment, she understood everything. The Harvesters, the cosmic horrors, the progenitors, all were part of a cosmic cycle of creation and destruction, and humanity, in all its infinite variations across the multiverse, held the key to breaking that cycle. With a thought, Nova rewrote the laws of reality. The Harvesters found themselves bound by the very quantum principles they sought to exploit. The cosmic horrors were sealed away in pocket dimensions, their influence nullified. And humanity was transformed. The gift of quantum awareness spread across the Earth and its colonies. Every human mind became a node in a vast, multi-dimensional network of consciousness. As Nova's awareness returned to her body, she found herself back on the bridge of the Prometheus. But everything had changed. The viewscreens showed not just the space around them, but glimpses of parallel realities of past and future. Admiral Corey stared at her in awe. "Captain, what did you do?" Nova smiled, her eyes shimmering with the knowledge of a million lifetimes. "I gave humanity its next evolutionary step. We are no longer bound by a single reality. We are the quantum collective now, guardians of the multiverse." As the fleet turned homeward, Nova gazed out at the stars, not just the stars of their universe, but the infinite possibilities that lay beyond. The war was over, but humanity's journey was just beginning. They had transcended the boundaries of space, time, and consciousness itself. In the face of cosmic horrors and multidimensional threats, humanity had not only survived but thrived. They had become something greater, something wonderful and terrifying in equal measure. As the Prometheus jumped into quantum space, Nova felt the thoughts of billions flowing through her mind. Humanity's greatest adventure wasn't just continuing, it was expanding beyond anything they could have ever imagined. The age of quantum humanity had begun, and the entire multiverse waited to be explored, the cosmic symphony. As the quantum-enhanced Earth entered a new era of multiversal awareness, a strange phenomenon began to ripple across the cosmos. Stars pulsed with otherworldly rhythms, galaxies spiraled in harmonious patterns, and the very fabric of space-time vibrated with an ethereal melody. The universe, it seemed, was singing. Nova Chen, now more energy than flesh, her consciousness spread across countless realities, was the first to recognize the significance of this cosmic symphony. "It's a message," she declared to the quantum collective, her thoughts echoing through the minds of trillions. "The universe itself is trying to communicate." Dr. Elena Rossi, her body now a swirling vortex of quantum particles, worked tirelessly to decipher the celestial song. "It's not just sound," she explained, her voice resonating on multiple frequencies simultaneously. "It's a complex language of gravitational waves, dark energy fluctuations, and quantum entanglement. We're hearing the thoughts of the cosmos itself." As humanity tuned into this grand universal broadcast, they discovered they weren't alone in their enlightenment. Other species across the multiverse, those who had achieved similar quantum transcendence, were also listening. A galactic choir was forming, with each advanced civilization adding its voice to the cosmic melody. But with this newfound harmony came a chilling realization. The song was a warning, a desperate plea echoing across dimensions. Something was coming, something that threatened not just one universe, but the entire multiverse. The void harmonics, Nova breathed, the name appearing in her mind as if it had always been there. They're the anti-melody, the silence that seeks to end all songs. Shadow, his quantum ghost, now a constellation of living stars, appeared beside her. "Then we fight them with music," he declared, his voice carrying the weight of 1,000 dead worlds. "We'll compose a battle symphony the likes of which reality has never known." And so began the most extraordinary conflict in the history of existence. The Quantum Collective, led by Nova, Shadow, and Dr. Rossi, spearheaded an alliance of multiversal civilizations. Their weapon, the very music of creation itself. They learned to weave realities together like complex harmonies, to use the resonance of colliding universes as percussion, to conduct armies of stars in cosmic orchestras that defied comprehension. Each quantum-evolved being became an instrument in this grand composition, their thoughts and actions contributing to a universe-spanning opus. The void harmonics struck in waves of absolute silence, negating whole swaths of existence with their anti-music. Galaxies winked out of existence, their songs snuffed out in an instant. But where they attacked, the Alliance responded with blazing crescendos of creation. Nova, her consciousness expanded to godlike proportions, conducted a battle movement that used the collision of two universes to create a new form of matter, one that was immune to the void's silence. Dr. Rossi composed quantum fugues that rewrote the laws of physics in localized areas, creating safe havens for fledgling civilizations. Shadow led daring raids into the heart of the void itself, his team of quantum ghosts weaving counter-melodies that turned the enemy's silence against itself. They returned with knowledge of the void's true nature. It was the universe's attempt to rebalance itself, to counteract the explosion of consciousness and complexity that beings like the Quantum Collective represented. As the conflict reached its zenith, Nova realized the truth. "We can't destroy the void," she announced to the Multiversal Alliance. "It's a fundamental part of existence, but we can change its song." In a move of unparalleled audacity, Nova proposed the impossible, to harmonize with the void itself. The plan required the combined mental effort of every quantum-evolved being in the multiverse, a synchronization of consciousness on a scale never before attempted. As the void harmonics launched their final devastating offensive, the Alliance put everything into one last, reality-shaking performance. Trillions of minds joined in perfect synchrony, their thoughts forming a melody of such complexity and beauty that it could reshape the very nature of existence. The song rang out across dimensions, across time itself. It was a melody of life, of growth, of the sheer, stubborn persistence of consciousness in the face of oblivion. And slowly, impossibly, the void began to change its tune. The silence became a gentle bass note, a counterpoint to the vivid song of life. The multiverse, instead of tearing itself apart in conflict, found a new balance. Destruction and creation, silence and song, all part of one grand, never-ending composition. As the new cosmic equilibrium settled, Nova found herself back on Earth, standing on the same lunar surface where this journey had begun. But the Earth she saw now was unlike anything she could have imagined. Cities made of pure thought and starlight dotted the planet's surface. Humanity, in all its myriad forms, danced and sang with the rhythm of the universe. They had not just survived, they had become one with the very song of creation. "What now?" Shadow asked, his form shimmering with the light of distant galaxies. Nova smiled, her eyes reflecting the infinite possibilities that lay before them. "Now, we explore, we create, we become the composers of reality itself." As if in response, a new melody began to emerge from the cosmic symphony, a theme of adventure, of discovery, of endless potential. Humanity, once a tiny voice in the vast cosmic choir, was now ready to take the lead in the greatest performance in the history of the multiverse. The universe held its breath, waiting to hear what Earth would sing next.